We're gonna come here because they want to play and they want to win.
Philly. I just
Like two chicken fillets, two fillets. Jay, two Chick-fil-A's.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
What's up, guys? We're back for another episode of the Big Cat Chat podcast. Today, hello.
What's up, Bozo? Bozo ass.
I was sick. I still am sick. I couldn't make it to the game this past weekend to clown out, so I'm here. I will be taking that off now, though. But we're here for our season recap. It's been a year since our first season recap, which was actually our first episode. With Brian was here, but it was our first episode as a trio, so it's been a year since then. And now it is just us. But we got a pretty big one to go over. We got viewer questions, got a lot of stuff to talk about. But yeah, first things first. The clown out occurred. And
I heard it was only like maybe a couple hundred people.
they didn't show anybody.
Yeah, I didn't see anything on the broadcast. Yeah, they definitely did not show any clowns at all.
I thought the TV was gonna show, but I knew the stadium wouldn't. But I thought the TV was gonna show.
I thought they would too, but I guess they're like, no, I'm not doing that.
They're like, yeah, we cannot do that. But yeah, how you doing, Shawn? Season's finally over.
Doing great, man. How are you?
I'm doing as good as I can be, being that I've been sick for like 5 days now. But
you might have to lose the wig, man. I can't keep a straight face. You look goofy as hell. We're better now. The hair all fucked up.
Go figure.
Put the wig back on.
Okay, I got it. Oh, there.
There you go.
You know what? What is that?
Jesus.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, the Jags won. They did it.
We all saw it coming.
Yeah, we totally didn't both predict a loss last week.
No, we didn't.
I was this close to picking the Jags as well.
Yep, so was I. So it wouldn't have mattered.
Pain. Either way, I guess we'll talk about the win a bit later. But 3-14 record for 2021.
That's what is that?
Pick yet again.
Was that 200% better than last year? That's one way to look at it.
Was it the worst Jags season ever? Does that win yesterday, 2 days ago, change that? Because before that win,
if it's not, okay. If it's not, I would say it's very close to that malarkey year. Malarkey year might be worse because coming out of that season, at least coming out of this season, we have a guy who we think might be the franchise quarterback. So
that's true.
I'll say that's better. We're coming out of this one better, in my opinion. Last season, you could almost make a case for last season being the worst, but because you only won one game, but we got Trevor out of it, so it's kind of hard. I don't know if you just go off just the totality of the seasons themselves, not mixing in any off-season stuff that occurred because of them. You'd have to say last season, right? Just because you only won one game. I mean, all the dysfunction and stuff that happened in the season, yeah, it's pretty bad, but hell, I still won 3 games. Last year, you only won one game, so statistically, that should be the worst season.
Last year was the worst record, but this year you had to deal with Urban Meyer. Then you had to lose all those games. You had to see Trevor Lawrence struggle.
I can barely remember Urban Meyer being the coach. That's how much I phased him out of my life.
He's only been gone for 4 weeks, bro.
I phased him out, bro. He's been gone for a millennia.
Speaking of Urban Meyer, that's one of the big news stories this year. We had to deal with that clown. Speaking of, that on in remembrance of Urban. That guy. Apparently, a former Gators player that played for him in 2008 tweeted, "I talked to Urban. He's good if anybody wanted to know."
And everyone was like, nobody cares.
Pretty much.
Or we don't.
He's never
we don't
welcome
want
in
to know.
Jacksonville again.
Damn, man. Burn that bridge, huh?
Goodness. Worst
I
NFL
love-
coaching
I
hire
love the
in NFL
904. I
history.
love the 904.
We should have known he was going to be a bum when he called us the 904 instead of Duval.
Yep.
Like, bro, what are you doing?
I knew the writing was on the wall whenever he didn't know anybody's name.
Matt. Yeah.
It's like, dude, how do you not know anybody's name?
Alex
Alex
what?
Glances.
Alex Glances instead of Adam Gotzes.
Yeah, and the Phoenix Cardinals. We should have known the writing was on the wall at that point. He didn't do no damn deep dive.
We knew we especially knew it when he said, "Oh yeah, we did some research and found that Miles Jack was better without the green dot," which is like everybody in Jacksonville already knew that.
Yep.
Just complete failure. Was he even trying? I don't even know.
No.
Didn't seem like it.
No.
But yeah, he's the worst coaching hire in NFL history.
We will never know because Bevel was too professional to speak on it. When asked if this season was doomed to fail from the start,
It definitely
he said,
was.
and I quote, "That is a story for maybe another time."
Good lord. Let's review some trades.
Bevel about to write a damn book, dude.
For real?
A bestseller book. That's what I would do if I was him, dude.
Didn't somebody say Bevel
Surviving
was
Urban
depressed?
Meyer. Surviving Urban Meyer.
Didn't somebody say Bevel was like super depressed at one point because of Urban Meyer, bro?
I can see it.
I swear somebody in the group chat was saying
They
that.
might have.
No, it was Brian. Remember Brian?
I'm just saying, man. Surviving Urban Meyer book coming at you live.
That book will bang.
Hell yeah, it would bang.
That would be a bestseller, bro. Good lord. Let's review some trades though. CJ Henderson trade.
We won that trade all day.
Arnold or CJ Henderson for Dan Arnold and a third. That was a
We
fat
won.
W.
Fat ass W. It'd been a W without Dan Arnold.
That would have been a W for a bag of chips, bro.
He barely played for them.
And
now there's
he got
rumors coming
cooked.
out. Yeah, now there's rumors coming out from their camp that he doesn't love the game.
It's like, oh, we totally didn't know that already.
His mentals are all fucked up. Oh, you didn't? You don't say.
We totally didn't know that.
We had no idea when we traded him to you.
Joe Schobert for a 6.
I don't know what he did this year. I mean, they're in the playoffs.
He's played for the Steelers, and
They're in the
I don't think
playoffs.
he's
I guess.
been that
I guess. We'll call it a push because it's a sixth rounder.
he did basically the same thing he did for us.
We'll call it a sixth rounder that we probably won't make the team, so it's a push.
Unless we trade.
It's a push right now because they're in the playoffs. That's good for him.
Sidney Jones for a 6.
I would have liked to have had Sidney Jones this season.
Yeah, we could have used Sidney Jones this year, especially.
I know he wasn't that good in preseason, but
and he had his struggles with Seattle, but he's been actually pretty decent for them recently.
Yeah,
so.
I would have liked to have had him back.
Minshew for a 6.
That's a tough one because I don't think you could have kept him. Because I think he would have wanted to play, and I don't think he would have been happy being on the bench.
He played for 2 games, sadly.
But I mean, a sixth rounder, you pretty much got back what you picked him with. So I guess that's a push. I guess I don't know. He's probably going to be a free agent this year.
Probably sign him.
Well,
back.
wait, does he have? How much does he have on his? He has another year left on his deal, doesn't he? He's going into his 4th season, right? He was drafted the same year as Josh Allen, right?
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, so he's going. He might actually have a year left on his deal.
No, he was the CJ Henderson year, wasn't he?
What year was Josh Allen?
Josh Allen was 2019.
Okay, so 2020 season. So he's got 2 more years on his deal then.
Let me look it up. Minshew contract.
It should be a 4-year deal, standard.
He signed a 4-year deal, and when does it end? It ends 2023 is when he's a free agent.
Yeah, so he has 2 more years on his deal then. Right?
Yeah.
He's a free agent after the 2023
Oh, no,
season.
he has one more season. He has 2022 seasons. He's only left under contract.
Okay, yeah, this is the third season. That's right. Well, if you're thinking 22 minus 20 is only 2, but I forgot it's 20, 21, 22 season. So yeah, next season. So he will probably stay there, I would imagine, right?
Maybe.
Unless he wants to get traded again. I want to get traded again.
He's going to beg Sirianni to get some reps again. And he's going to get told, no chance.
They should trade him to Indianapolis.
That'd be hilarious. Carson Wentz is terrible. Good Lord.
More on that later.
I think those were the only 4 trades we did this year.
Yeah.
Then ETN, James Robinson, Logan Cook, Jenkins, Agnew, Chark, Trash Can, and Hyde were all guys that have season-ending injuries or just long-term injuries.
Awesome.
That was fun. Lambeau, his Jags tenure ended this year.
Yay.
Matthew Wrights began. Is he the future?
I hate him on kickoffs. So unless you can figure out a way to train Logan Cook to kick off, which I thought he was kicking off before. Was he never kicking off before? Maybe he wasn't. I don't know.
I think he was kicking off occasionally.
You gotta train him how to kick off. Like I thought he kicked off last year. Is what I'm saying. Whenever Lambeau was hurt, but maybe he didn't. I don't know. But if you're gonna keep Matthew Wright, you gotta train Logan Cook how to. He has a big leg. He probably hasn't done many kickoffs. If you can get him to kick off to where we can get some touchbacks, that'd be nice. If not, you might think about replacing Matthew Wright. I mean, he's been a decent. He was a pretty good kicker this year, for the most part.
He had like an 87.5%.
Yeah, and he nailed the 50. He nailed those. He's always going to be a legend for those 50-yarders in London. They got us the W. But I mean, I don't know, man. I could see them spending one of those 6-rounders on a kicker.
It makes me so angry seeing this dude kick off every time, because every single time it's at the edge of the end zone, so they get an immediate run. It's like,
I wonder how many kickoffs he's actually done in his career. Maybe he's just not, comfortable doing it. Maybe he's not familiar with it. Because I don't know how you can hit a 56-yarder but not kick off.
Because you kick off from the opposing 40, is it?
35, isn't it?
Then to get a touchback, that's over 50. It's like 60.
Yeah, but it's way different than when you're kicking off a tee versus somebody holding it. You think he would be able to get it there? He got it there once, I think, last game.
Yeah, he got it there once. We had one.
So I don't know, man. I don't think the new coach, or if Bevel stays, whoever it might be, I don't think that they'll get a new kicker, but I wouldn't be opposed to them trying to draft one in the 6th round or so.
I'd keep him around either way, but
someone's got to kick off, and he ain't that guy. He don't seem like so.
You are not that guy, pal.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
All right, let's review Trevor Lawrence's rookie year now. Fun.
It started with big hopes and it ended in misery, and then the middle was misery and it ended on a high note.
Yeah, that game was sick. Trevor Lawrence balled out yesterday.
He finally looked like a first overall pick. However, the Colts were kind of suffering. The Colts were kind of suffering on the back end. So take 4 grain of salt, I guess.
I mean, the throws were still pinpoint, and
they were good, and the people actually caught them, which was surprising for them. I mean, they did have 6 drops, but I'm saying they caught like the deep balls, which was nice. Except for Laquan one. Only one of them wasn't caught, and that was Laquan's.
Visca dropped a touchdown. Yeah. He's terrible.
His game would have looked a lot better had Laquan Treadwell made it. If those 2 catches were made, his game would have looked a lot better to the stat sheet watchers.
He would have had 3 touchdowns and over 300 yards if those 2 balls were caught.
Yeah, and probably over 70-something% completion percentage.
Yeah, because he was let me look at the exact stats, but I think he was he would have been 28 of 32 or something like that.
Yeah,
he was 23 of 32. So
he would have been 25. If I'm saying 25, if you just would have had those 2 catches.
Yep, and if all the catches, because they were all easy catches, they weren't complicated things.
I wouldn't say they were. Laquan Treadwell should have been caught, but he did.
All of them except for Treadwell's were easy catches.
Yeah. His
Visca
is
made
still-
his way too complicated. Visca tried to reach out and he ended up
Visca
throwing
did
the
not know
ball.
where he was at on the field.
Like if he literally had held on,
All he
to
had to
it
do
for
was catch it and fall down. He would have fell down inside the pylon.
He was already in with the ball. It's just he didn't hold on to it for long enough because he tried to reach it and ended up throwing it. It's like, come on.
For no reason, yep.
He would have been 28. Yeah, he would have been 28 for 32, which he already had a 71.88% completion.
Yeah, so he'd have been balling. He was that was the first game we've seen from him where you were like, okay, yeah, this is what we thought we were getting the whole season.
Did you see that throw to Marvin Jones for the touchdown?
Yeah, it was also a great catch too.
That was a great catch, but the fact that the snap was
Yeah.
bad, and I thought I was like when the ball tipped up, I was like, here we go.
I was like, well, game over. GG's. Here it goes.
You good? Okay, we are back. Sorry for the technical difficulties. It was just a quick cut for you guys, but it was a pain and suffering for us. But yeah, yesterday was Trevor Lawrence's first game over 100 rating, quarterback rating, passer rating. He had 111.8. Imagine if all those passes were caught and that touchdown.
Yeah.
Bro would have had a perfect passer rating.
And he had like a 80-something PFF score.
Yeah, should have been higher in my book.
It was the first game where you saw and you're like, this is the guy we should have been looking at all season.
I know. Did you see that first third down conversion to Marvin Jones was a tight window? I thought it was going to get picked.
Yes, I thought it was going to be picked too, and he zipped it in there. I was like, yo, okay.
I know.
Yo, on that first drive where he converted multiple third and longs, I was like, yo, this is going to be a game.
Did you see that throw to Laviska Shenault that was a super tight window? I thought that was going to be picked too.
I'm saying,
They were beating up Kenny Moore, bro.
I know. So bad that he got hurt a couple times.
Bro was getting hurt. He was just like, I think he was less physically hurt, more mentally hurt. But he was crying. Got to knock them out of the playoffs. That was amazing. But
it was sweet victory. Hopefully that rolls over.
On the season, Trevor Lawrence passed for 3,641 yards, 12 touchdowns. We did pass the 10 touchdown mark.
Thank God.
And 17 interceptions. A 71.9 rating. Zach Wilson didn't pass for more than 10 touchdowns. Justin Fields did not pass for more than 10 touchdowns. Trey Lance did not pass for more than 10 touchdowns. Mac Jones did.
Unfortunately.
I think Davis Mills did as well.
Probably.
I'd say Trevor Lawrence was probably the third best quarterback this rookie year. He had the third best stats, but I think Zach Wilson had been pretty decent recently.
You can just tell the talent wise, it's not close.
It's not close. Trevor Lawrence's situation was by far the worst.
The worst, by far. Yes.
Like except for yesterday, apparently, it was almost impossible for anybody to find success. Like Josh Allen was on a tear, and then he dipped when everything disappeared. Trevor Lawrence was improving, and then that went out the window. Everybody just went out the window at a certain point in the season. Because
once we get some good receivers in here, dude, it's a wrap.
Even just one dominant receiver, or a couple solid receivers. Like, that's all I want.
Once we get Christian Kirk, DJ Chark back, and draft 2 rookies, we'll be aight.
George Pickens.
Sure. Jahan Dotson.
George Pickens in these games versus Alabama, bro. It's literally just one deep ball, and then
all he gets.
Bennett just forgets he exists. He's open. Yep. I'm watching. He's open. It's just Stetson Bennett doesn't throw it to anymore. Yeah. He's like, Stetson's like, okay, you got your one catch. Goodbye.
He's on a target count, so he doesn't get an ACL hurt.
That's cap. Anyways.
All I know is I take him, I take Jahan Dotson, Chris Olave, plus Kirk or Gallup.
Jameson Williams tore his ACL. How far do you think he's going to fall?
I wouldn't be surprised if he went back to Bama.
I
don't think he will. But if he's getting told, like, hey, this is bad and people aren't going to draft you until, like, second, third round.
If he falls into the second and we don't take Jameson at 33, I will break my TV.
Yeah. It all depends on what advice he gets, I guess.
I suppose.
I would take him at 33.
I would take him.
It's a no-brainer to me.
I would take him at 33, no question.
I would trade up from 33 to get him if he was falling into the 20s.
Exactly.
The ACL don't scare me. That shit don't bother nobody.
And then we could take Mechie in the third, bro.
I don't know about that. That dude got the dropsies.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mechie got to learn how to catch, bro.
Got the dropsies, bro.
It's the catch point for him, but
yeah.
Trevor Lawrence is that guy. Is all I gotta say.
Yep, you can just tell by looking at.
It's so nice.
He's just
finally,
way more talented.
I'm so glad he ended on that because nobody can say anything for the entire offseason now.
Yep. Because it could have just been like, oh, Colts are, we're ready to play because they had to go to the playoffs, and then they just came in here guns blazing and destroyed them. But
in that throw, I still can't get over that throw by Trevor Lawrence. Like, oh my god, that throw is the.
He had a couple of ones that were like, wow.
And what's crazy is I was even versus the Patriots last week. That fadeaway before halftime where he dropped it in the bucket, like over the sideline, it resulted in nothing. But I thought that throw was the throw of the season for him. Well, never mind.
What about that one where he was fading back and he threw it and it was complete? I can't remember what game that was. Was it 2 games ago? No, that was the Patriots game, I think.
I'm talking about like right before halftime where he was fading into the end zone.
I don't know what you're talking about, but maybe that's the same one. I don't know. I thought the one that I'm talking about he was actually caught though.
It was caught.
Oh, I thought you. Well, you said. I thought you meant the play resulted in nothing, not the drive.
Oh, I mean the drive resulted in nothing.
Okay, yeah. Then that throw was probably. I don't know. That throw was probably tops, just because it was just sick. Sick throws. No way. No reason why that should have been completed.
Neither of them should have been completed, bro. I threw that. Or I posted a video yesterday of all like it wasn't a full highlight tape, but it was like of his generational throws. Like, bruh, all year people have been like, "Oh, generational talent, huh?" Well, yeah.
Hell yeah,
son. Damn throws, you fucking moron.
Hell yeah, son.
Good
that boy throws them things.
And his pocket presence has been great. I mean, Jawan Taylor.
Yeah, he'd have a lot more sacks if he didn't have his good pocket awareness.
Jawan Taylor's awful. Let's review the other rookies. Speaking of. Walker Little. We'll talk about him first. 2 weeks in a row.
Very good game this past week.
Very good game. I think he's a franchise left tackle.
Already? That's all it took for you was 2 games?
Well...
You just hate Cam Robinson so damn much, and you just want so bad for Walker Little to be that guy.
It's also less... It's more than just the 2 games. The entire offseason, he was balling. In preseason, he was serviceable with terrible hands. It's just now we're finally seeing him put it together and be very good.
I hear you. I understand. But yeah, I understand what you're talking about him being, looking a lot better and could be a lot better. You just don't want Cam back.
The entire picture. Now that we're finally seeing him put it together.
I'm on the same page. I just hope we can find some way to tag and trade Cam Robinson. People keep saying that.
I just don't want to see Cam Robinson play on the damn field again. I hate him.
I mean, he had his best season. It was pretty good, to be honest.
But Walker Little's better.
People are saying he's not better. He's not better. Right now, he's not better. But he has the potential to be better, yes. But... people are like, I made that comment about tagging and trading him on Twitter, and people are like, no one's going to want to pay that price for him. No one's going to pay the price for Cam. I'm like, do you not understand how bad O-lines are playing across the league right now? And like, Cam is probably, he's probably top 15 left tackle in football right now. Because there's not very many good ones.
Orlando Brown went for a first.
There just isn't. That's what I'm saying. There just isn't. So if you're going to tell me I can't tag Cam and probably get a second rounder for him, second, third rounder, bullshit. You probably could. Some team will pay that. Well, some team will bet 1 year, however many millions it is, on him to be good.
I will for sure do that. Like I said, I want to see Walker Little being the starter for the rest of his Jaguars career.
Tony and Pete were both saying just tag him, bring him back, and then just find a place for both of them on the line.
I mean, if Cam could play right tackle, go ahead.
Walker said that he was comfortable playing right tackle.
I don't give a fuck what Walker says.
I just don't think that's maximizing his value. They said put Walker Little at left guard. He's big and strong. I'm like, that's so stupid. It's not what you drafted him to do.
Or people
it's a waste.
Or people wanting us to put Walker at right tackle and draft Evan Neal to put at left tackle. It's like that's not playing to the strengths in my opinion.
No, why don't you just draft Evan Neal and put him at right tackle where he was
pretty
damn good at.
He was a baller at right tackle just a year ago. It's like
Yeah, then you got people who think they know everything.
Or people
Evan
who
Neal.
like,
Evan Neal doesn't play right tackle.
somebody really told me Evan Neal has never played right tackle. I'm like, bro, what?
You literally didn't watch football last year.
Football just did not exist last year.
Who do you think was playing on the other side when Alex Leatherwood was there?
Leatherwood was the right tackle, bro.
I thought he... Didn't Leatherwood play left tackle when Evan Neal was
I'm
playing right tackle?
joking. I was being sarcastic, you idiot.
Oh, I was like, dude, don't you fucking play me. Yeah, people didn't watch the games.
Jesus Christ.
You got me fucked up, dude. It's hard to tell with you sometimes. Sometimes I can't tell if you're serious
Oh
or
my
not.
gosh.
I was about to come through this thing and smack some sense into you.
So, yeah, Evan Neal, he play right tackle. I literally don't care what Walker Little says. He's playing left tackle.
All right.
Okay, next rookie, Tyson Campbell. Baller.
He's going to be elite.
Tyson Campbell, bro. The development of this dude.
That recovery speed he had on that deep route to freaking Paris Campbell.
That he broke up, yeah.
Yeah, he got an arm in there, and then Paris Campbell ended up dropping it. Dude, I thought that was... When they threw that ball to Paris Campbell, I was like, oh, here it goes. This is when the game changes. Because he had like 2 or 3 steps, bro.
I wasn't the biggest fan of Tyson Campbell during the pre-draft process, and everybody knows it. But I remember saying, because it was because of the only thing. He did never turn for the ball. I always said he had the talent, and if he turns for the ball, he'll be good. I had no confidence he'd do that. I'm glad I'm wrong, because he is elite.
He has a chance to be as good as Jalen Ramsey. Because he's physical, he's got length, and he's fast as shit. He might be faster than Jalen.
Fun fact, him and Patrick Surtain went to the same high school. They were teammates.
I think he's faster than Jalen.
I think he runs
Jalen ran a 4.41.
I know Tyson ran a 4.4 as well.
I think he might be faster, dude. He looks faster.
Tyson Campbell ran a 4.36 at the that was at the pro day. He ran a 4.36 at the Bulldogs pro day.
Yeah, because it wasn't a combine last year.
He ran a 10.3 800 meter in high school track. I don't know if you know 100-meter times well or not.
Not really, but
I don't either. But yeah,
all I know is he looks faster. Like on that recovery speed he had in the deep ball, dude, that was sick. I was like, there's no way.
Did you see that tackle on Jonathan Taylor, bro?
Which one?
In the red zone, he one-on-one was getting stiff-armed and would not let Jonathan Taylor move. He forced Taylor out of bounds for like a 3-yard loss in the red zone.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
I think
wasn't really a tackle.
That's when we got a 4th down stop on the 1-yard line.
Yeah. Did he need help out with that too?
He did. He jumped over the line.
He's elite. I'll say it already. He's elite. His back half of his season was elite. I'll say it. I don't care.
Tyson,
call it homerism, or call it what you want. Dude was elite. He was elite.
I'm a Gators fan, and he's elite. Okay.
Second half of the season, he was elite. There's no denying that. He was probably one of the best corners in football last half of the season.
That was just the turnaround.
You don't see him giving up much anymore.
He since week 8, I'd say around there, he's not given up more than 30 yards in a game. PFF posted that stat the other day. And he had 1 career interception in college. He's had 2, almost 3 with us already.
Yeah, he's the truth. I think he's Trent Baalke with that home run.
And then rookie number 4, Andre Sisco, forced a fumble yesterday. Almost had a pick a couple weeks ago.
I'm not there yet.
He looked good. He looks good.
Let's just say that he was the starting safety when the Patriots dropped 50 on us.
He was also He had
a good game.
He was also the starting safety when he led the team in PFF grade yesterday. In defense.
That's fine. He had a good game.
He's led our defense in PFF grade 2 times already.
I got to see it more often.
Okay, we could say that for all the rookies.
No, Tyson Campbell's already there. Walker Little, I got to see more often. Trevor Lawrence, I got to see more often. Tyson Campbell, no, he's there. I don't got to see shit. Sign him to a deal now.
Jesus.
Today.
Christ.
Give him a deal today.
Yeah, those 4.
No, Sisco's pretty good. He's gonna be good. He's pretty good tackler. He's got good range.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that.
I've seen Andre. Oh, sorry to cut you off. I've seen Andre Sisco lay a couple good hits too. Like,
yeah, I haven't seen the ball hawking skills yet. I get the ball hawking as in being around the ball a lot. But I have not seen him. I gotta see the interceptions, man. I gotta see those.
That almost interception that he had was pretty sick.
Yeah, almost doesn't count in football, bud.
Well, almost. It was
How
an
many?
interception.
How many almost picks did Wingard have this year?
It was
Like
a
3.
pick, but the refs are bozo. Hey, you literally said it was an interception.
Yeah, now that I think about it.
Jeez.
Hey, put him at free safety. Put my dog Wingy Dingy over there at strong safety, bro. Call it a day.
I'm not opposing.
People are saying like Daniel Thomas. I'm like, I didn't really.
Daniel Thomas is a pack of mid, bro.
I'm saying I don't really see it. People are like, oh, this is the best safety combo. It probably is the best safety combo they've had, but that's because they didn't try Wingard and Cisco at the same time.
I think Wingard is probably the second best safety on the team.
I'm just saying, like, Daniel Thomas is aight. He's aight.
Wingard is better than Shawn, I'd say. Yes,
but I hate that they played him at free safety because they had Shawn as strong. Because I don't think he's a natural free safety. He's not rangy enough.
I always felt like Shawn was better as a free safety than a strong safety, anyways. But
I don't know what they were. I mean, it's because they think they're like a hybrid. They call themselves they run a hybrid system, but then they play Wingard freaking 25 yards back. Like, he's not that rangy, bro. Why are you doing that? He's white. He can't run. Put him at the line. I know people say he doesn't tackle very well, but if he plays closer to the line where he's not playing in space so much, he probably would tackle better.
I don't know.
Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. That's my only qualm with Joe Cullen is how he played the safeties this year.
All I know is Andre Cisco looks good, and if he can keep it up, that's 4 good draft picks. And that doesn't even we haven't even seen ETN play yet. How do you think that this draft class?
He's a running back, so he's
4 hits, especially a franchise quarterback and a franchise left tackle. If those 2 and a franchise corner, the value of those 3 positions is insane.
Remember how we were all sandbagging on Urban's draft, saying, "Oh, he wanted, day one." There probably were day ones. He just didn't play them. You know why? Because they weren't his draft picks.
I was gonna say they weren't. As soon as Urban left, we started playing our rookies, and look at them; they're all balling.
I think the only one that was his pick was probably ETN. I think he
role
talked Balky into ETN probably. He's like, I need ETN to be my Percy Harvin. So he said probably.
I hope ETN's good. If ETN balls out,
he's a running back and he's fast. He displayed good vision and decent hands in college. He's gonna be good. I already know.
5 hits in a draft, and Jay.
I already know.
Two Chick-fil-A's barely got any snaps, and he's looking.
I heard that on his limited snaps yesterday. He did look pretty good.
He looked pretty good against the Titans in his first game too.
This draft might be the best draft class in Jaguars history.
I was gonna say we're not even exaggerating, dude.
That's how bad it's been.
This is how the Jags fans have felt though. Preseason, when all the rookies were balling in camp, best draft class ever. Then Urban plays none of them. Worst draft class ever. Now that they're playing again, best draft class ever.
Kind of wish we would have saw what Jalen Camp had.
Jalen Camp is starting for the Texans.
I'm saying, I wish we would have saw what he had in this bag of tricks.
I'm curious. Didn't he have any catch? Jalen Camp. I know he started for for Houston. I just don't know if he had any catches. Is Davis Mills feeding that boy?
Probably not.
Yeah, I think those 4 are going to be hits for sure. I think
who else would we do? We have anybody else?
Going to be a hit. So
Luke Farrell actually playing pretty well last couple games.
Luke Farrell too. I mean,
I know we're not really big on Luke Farrell around here, but
Luke,
hey man, he's blocking pretty good.
I'd like to see him keep that going as a blocker. He has developed as a blocker. We have
seen
him
as a 5th round tight end. What more can you expect from a guy to be a great blocker? I'll take a great blocker from a 5th round tight end. All you gotta do is go out there and get you an Isaiah Likely this year, and call it a day.
Yeah,
or Charlie Kohler maybe.
No, Camp has no catches, but he started his first game last week. That's what it was.
So he's dog water. Got it.
What'd you say about Kohler?
I said you get him or a Likely in here, and then you got another receiving threat to pair with Dan Arnold. Then you got Luke Farrell to play.
McBride,
I'm kind of off the whatever the hell Jalen Weidermeyer, whatever his last name is. I'm kind of
Weidermeyer. He has like 23 drops in 2 years.
Yeah, I'm kind of off that bandwagon. Sucks, man, because he's got it all there from a size, height, weight, speed.
He's weird. He makes sick catches. He'll make those catches where he's getting rocked over the middle, or he'll make those one-handed catches, and then he'll drop one where he's wide open for 10 yards.
I'm saying he has it all. He's all there from a height, weight, speed standpoint. It's just
His spectacular catching rating is going to be better than his normal catching rating.
He's like the Will Fuller of tight ends.
Sheesh.
But yeah, so there's a couple of good tight ends you could pair with Dan Arnold, who I hope is here for a long time, and then you could have Farrell as your blocker, and then Manhurts. I'd probably cut his ass because he's probably overpaid for what you're getting from him.
Keep Farrell as your blocking tight end. Get somebody else.
Yeah, you don't need two of them. Just take one guy.
Exactly.
Bring back
Meyer was obsessed with those blocking tight ends. You only need one.
Hey, bring back Mercedes Lewis if the Packers let him go. Make him play right tackle.
But yeah, overall, dude, this draft class, 5 hits. It looks like we're gonna have 5 hits. We could have more in Tufele and Farrell. I mean, come on.
I would say Farrell is a hit as a 5th round tight end. He got a lot of snaps and he looked pretty good as a blocker, so I would call that a hit so far.
So you'll say 5 hits so far with the possibility of Etienne and Tufele.
Yep.
I don't think Jordan Smith is going to become anything. I'm sorry.
That's Brian's guy, bro. He's dog water.
He didn't play. He was the only rookie to not play this year until we was forced to play, and we saw why, because he was terrible.
I'm soured on him so much, purely for the fact that he was a desperation pick, and I hated it. Edges were going fast in the 4th round, right? He's a 4th round pick?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, edges were going off the board in the 4th round pick, and Balky and Urban Meyer got scared, and they traded up for the guy. You should have traded up earlier and got Ellerson Smith, who didn't have a great season, but, I mean, better than Jordan Smith. He saw the freaking field, at least.
Not gonna lie, I'd cut him and draft another late round edge this year. I think the edge class is good enough where we can get someone later.
I think you're probably going to have to, because you're going to have Smoot, Allen, and then hopefully, well, not hopefully, but maybe Aiden Hutchinson or Thibodeau, and then Chason needs to go. This
edge class. There's 40 good edges in this class. I'm
saying Chason's got to go. Jordan Smith's got to go. At that point, you have nobody else besides those 3 guys. If you draft an edge this year, if you don't draft one at number 1, you only got 2 guys. So you're going to need more people.
Yeah, I'd cut Jordan and draft a different late round edge that I think will be better.
We're not going to do that though. Probably they'll probably try to see if they can develop him.
Probably. I mean, he was good at UAB, but
I mean, he's got good size. He's just really raw.
Athleticism stinks.
He's really raw as a prospect. Yeah, and he's
his RAS
not very athletic. Was in the toilet.
Yep. It's funny because I remember when we first drafted him, everybody was trying to say, or Brian, I think it was, a couple other people were like, he's super athletic. It's like, no, he isn't.
Not according to this.
That is actually one of his weak points, but
he's got no bend.
Yeah. Edge with no bend? Get him out of here.
Anyway.
All right. Let's do the Jaguars 2021 Team Awards.
Ugh.
Who is the MVP of the Jaguars in 2021?
Jesus.
Tyson Campbell.
I'd have to say either him or DeJuan Smoot.
Well, Josh Allen had more sacks than Smoot.
Yeah, but DeJuan Smoot was more consistent throughout the whole season, in my opinion, as far as like run stuffing and pass rush.
Josh Allen, made his impacts have a bigger effect, though.
I mean, he did most of his work in like 2 games.
But we won those 2 games.
I got it. I hear you. I understand. That is not what most of my player is.
Consistency that meant nothing, or explosion that had a great effect.
Yeah, I value a guy who should have been a third defensive end playing as good as the starter. Yeah, I value that.
Okay. Tyson Campbell.
But Tyson Campbell is probably MVP. Actually, Matthew Wright might be MVP, to be honest.
Tyson Campbell sucked for the first half of the year, but he was elite for the second half of the year.
I don't know, but we got to really think about this. MVP.
James Robinson, no, because we didn't give him the damn ball.
I mean, Marvin Jones had 70 catches, 70 plus.
Shut the hell up! I'm not even considering him.
Just saying. Dan Arnold.
Dan Arnold got hurt. That's unfortunate.
He would have been MVP if he would have finished the season probably. I'd say Tyson Campbell.
Sucked.
I'd say Tyson Campbell probably is MVP.
Yeah.
Like without Tyson Campbell, we're probably getting thrown on really hella bad because Nevin Lawson and Herndon stink. That's putting it mildly.
I think I'm going to go with Tyson Campbell. I think he's the only guy who actually.
It's either him, Allen, or Smoot.
Yeah, I'd say.
So, I'm going to go with Tyson Campbell. Right. Tyson Campbell is elite.
Offensive Player of the Year. You know, I'm still tempted to give it to James because he was really, really good before he got hurt. It's just we never gave him the ball.
I'm tempted to give it to him or for recency bias, gonna get to Trevor for that last game.
It can't be Trevor.
I think Marvin Jones has to have it. It has to be in the conversation. He had 70
He
catches.
can be in the conversation, but he's not winning because he sucks. He doesn't know how to catch yards after contact.
I'm just saying, he's healthy all year, pretty much.
Even yesterday, he still did that stupid motion where he jumps or dives to catch every
Yeah,
pass.
I don't know, man. Just saying.
Give me James Robinson.
I'm gonna go Marvin Jones anyway, just to spite you.
Fuck you. Defensive Player of the Year. I'm not gonna pick Tyson Campbell because I don't want to put Tyson Campbell for half the awards, so I'm gonna put Josh Allen.
Actually, Offensive Player of the Year, you could make a case for Laquan Treadwell, to be honest.
That is true, but I'm still gonna.
That'll probably be Comeback Player of the Year. Now, what was this one you said? Defensive Player of the Year?
Defensive Player of the Year, I'm going to give it to Josh Allen because I don't want to give Tyson Campbell every award.
No, I'm going to give it to Tyson Campbell because I don't give a shit.
Okay, Rookie of the Year, Tyson Campbell.
Tyson Campbell, by far.
Even though we had a really good rookie class, now that we're looking at it, them getting to play, but...
Yeah, he's still far and away the best one.
Easily. He also played for the longest, so... He got... The thing is, what we should have done is played all our rookies, because look at Tyson Campbell. He sucked, but he got time to develop.
Exactly.
The other rookies got 4 games.
Say, Walker Little had moments where he came in and looked bad, but
Walker Little got 2 games.
He progressed.
Walker Little only got games.
Well, no, he had 3 games.
He had 3 because Cam got hurt.
Because he had that one, 10 minutes before he was notified. He played pretty decent.
Biggest disappointment, Laviska Shenault.
Yeah, I would say Visca by a country mile.
Most improved.
Laquan Treadwell, probably. He had his best season, and I can't think of anybody else who was dog shit that played good.
Tyson Campbell.
He didn't play last year, though.
Okay, so you're...
most improved is somebody who has not improved throughout the year. It's somebody who was dog shit last year and was good this year. Only person I can think of on that team that fits that description is Laquan Treadwell, who had 5 catches all of last year.
Laquan Treadwell wasn't even on the team last year.
Doesn't have to be on the team.
I know.
What the fuck was that? We're good. We're good. Anyway, I would say it's got to be Treadwell, in my opinion. I can't think of anybody else who warrants such a award besides him.
I think
Can you think of anybody?
Treadwell, but I do want to see if I can come up with anybody else.
Andrew Wingard?
Andrew Wingard, he did play better than he did last year, in my opinion, but I digress.
He didn't really play last year. Too much.
True. Yeah, I'm going to give it to Laquan Treadwell.
Yeah, that's my dog.
And then Comeback Player of the Year. Did anybody come back from injury this year? Did anybody come back from injury?
I don't think so, did they?
Josh Allen was hurt last year.
There you go. Josh Allen. There you go. He gets an award from me.
Clap it up for the awards.
I'll give him an award. There you go.
Clap it up for the awards. Good lord.
Treadwell got an award. He might not even be here next year.
Do what?
Treadwell got an award, but he might not even be here next year.
Good lord. Address the bulky situation. I almost said it again.
You want to address that? I really don't feel like it.
Yeah. Trent Bulky is
it's a situation that
our
sucks.
General manager, and that is really unfortunate.
You know what? I've doubted Dill before, but I'll be on his side this time and say, you know what? He's not convinced yet that Bulky won't get fired. Neither am I. I'm not convinced. It's weird that Shad Khan hasn't had a statement yet.
If we
2 days after the season ended.
If we hire Bill O'Brien or Darrell Bevel, me doing that Darrell Bevel. If we hire either of them, I'm drinking bleach on the podcast.
If you had to choose one, which one would you choose?
Bleach.
Gun to your head. You can't choose bleach.
I'm taking a bullet. I'm taking the bullet, John.
Okay, forget the gun. Forget dying and bleach. You just have to choose one. It's just the way it is.
I'm jumping off a cliff.
You can't. It's not an option. Choose one right now.
Bill O'Brien's the better coach, but he's gonna ruin your culture because he's an asshole.
Is he a better head coach? Do you think he's a better head coach option than Bevel? Like, really? Is he? How do we know? Bevel really hasn't done anything.
Bevel's
He's had-
offenses are terrible.
Bevel as head coach doesn't call the offense. He gave those duties away, and the offense looked better. You can't argue that.
If Bevel can hire a good staff, then I'll give it to Bevel.
All I'm saying is Bevel got us our only win in which we look dominant.
If he could hire somebody good, go ahead.
I don't think it's going to happen. But that thing is, if you get Bevel, I'm pretty sure the current staff is staying in place. Although, I hope he would find a new offensive line coach or a wide receivers coach, at the minimum.
George Warhop and Sanjay Lal, they need to get the hell out of town.
All I'm saying is the only time that... I'm not even... This is not me even trying to be an advocate for Darrell Bevel to be the head coach. Like, he's way down on my list. Way, way down. Like, non-existent on my list, to be honest.
He's like 20.
Didn't think he'd have a shot. All I'm saying is the only two chances that he ever had to be interim head coach was for the dog shit Lions last year and the dog shit Jaguars this year. Not really going to have success with those two teams regardless. But I think I'd choose him over O'Brien just because you don't have to worry about him being an asshole.
Yeah, I'd take him over Bob.
Blob over Blob.
Yep.
The only thing I like about Bill O'Brien was when he was cussing that fan out.
I was just going to say.
You suck too, motherfucker!
You suck.
That one and that other clip of him at the podium. Back-to-back AFC champions. Doesn't care how you get done. Doesn't matter how you get it done. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Back-to-back AFC championships. It feels good. I was like, you know what? Hey. But yeah, they both suck at the end of the day.
You suck too, motherfucker.
Yeah, that was the best shit ever. You suck too, motherfucker.
Oh my goodness.
But I was like,
all right.
They're way down on my list, but you know, it is what it is.
The roof. Speaking of bulky, the clown out. Not many people went as clowns. Or actually, I don't even really know how many people went because they didn't show it.
I heard it was like a couple hundred, but not like it wasn't like
roof claim. A company roof claim sued to have their name not shown during that game. That was supposed to be their game. Like they paid $500,000 or $600,000 a year to get one.
$600,000, $600K a year for 4 years.
For one game to have them shown as the sponsor, and they said.
I wonder how that went for them.
They said we don't want to be shown in the clown game.
The clown out. Yeah, unreal.
All right.
I'm glad we kind of just tiptoed over Balky.
Yeah, I don't really.
We ended up turning the Balky situation into the two guys up for the head coaching job. Because Balky sucks. Everybody already fucking knows that. They don't need us to tell them.
He can go to fucking hell.
Exactly. They don't need us to tell them that. They know he sucks. They know.
As Bill O'Brien would say, you suck too, motherfucker.
You suck too, motherfucker. I want them to get an argument, so I kind of do want him to get hired, actually.
Bill O'Brien, I feel like Bill O'Brien would actually kind of fight Balky.
I feel like Bill O'Brien would get Balky fired.
But then he'd take over general manager jobs.
I know, but Bill O'Brien could probably fight, bro. He probably could do them things.
Bevel would probably be okay.
I don't know if Bevel will be like that. I'm not gonna say all that. I feel like he might be that right now because he's just an interim. You know, he's just trying to not step on any toes right now.
Maybe.
I mean, we don't really know what Bevel is, man. We don't really know.
I guess there is hope in not knowing what Bevel is compared to we already.
You know what you're getting with Bill O'Brien.
And he kind of sucked it up last night in the national championship.
Yeah. People say he's an offensive guru. I don't see it.
He is not a guru. I know a lot of people think Bama's offense has been great this year. I think Nick Saban's been sick of him all year, but
Bryce Young has been great. That's what it was.
The offense has had its struggles this year for Alabama.
Yeah.
Way more than last year. Steve Sarkisian was way better. Anyways,
yeah.
The predictions have come to an end. Like the prediction competition. So let's announce who won. Drum roll, please. It was a tie.
Stupid. So stupid.
Yes, we finished in a tie. We both finished 160, 111, and 1.
We all know I would have won if I didn't give you some mercy fucking games. Oh, I'll pick the Jaguars, But yeah, we all know who the champ is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not crying. I got $5.
We split Brian's money.
Profiting
off that bum.
Brian forfeited. Doesn't even watch the pod.
Yeah, what a fake fan. What a fake
Fake fan.
co-host.
Right? Unreal. Too busy moving,
Unreal.
guys. Too busy moving, guys. Unreal. All right, what's next?
Okay, we're gonna predict the playoffs. Not for competitive purposes, but
The whole playoffs or just the first round?
just the wild cards. It's only a couple games.
Cowboys all the way.
Shut the hell up. Raiders at Bengals. Give me the Bengals.
The Bengals. Do I want the Cowboys to lose so that Kellen Moore can get here sooner? You know what I'm saying? If they go all the way, he won't get here till February.
What if he doesn't want the job, though?
Well, if he does, he won't get it probably if he's all the way in the Super Bowl. Not gonna wait that long.
Patriots at Bills. Give me the Bills.
Bills. I have to pick the Bills because they're my Super Bowl pick. I can't change that.
Eagles at Bucks. Give me Bucks.
Bucks.
49ers at Cowboys. Give me the 49ers.
We're not getting Kellen Moore anyway. Give me the Cowboys.
Steelers at Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs by a century mile.
Chiefs by a century mile?
Yes.
I mean a country mile?
I'm making up.
Thinking, shut up. Jesus. Wrong word, bucko!
You suck too, motherfucker.
You suck too, motherfucker. Alright.
Cardinals at Rams. Give me the Rams.
Give me the Rams. Gonna ram it in that ass.
Gee. Oh, my Lord.
Rams
All
gonna
right.
ram you in the ass.
Now, to wrap it up, we have the viewer questions segment.
Fun. Haven't had some of these in a long time.
I know, we actually got 4 questions this time.
4? Wow. I don't even know what they are.
How long ago was our last respectable performance? It was yesterday.
Literally yesterday, or 2 days ago. Literally
Will-
Sunday.
Will it be a shorter or longer time than that until we have a team we can be proud of again, do you reckon? Having no positives to take out of a loss is soul destroying. This is from Patrick, our buddy.
Our last respectable performance was 2 days ago.
Yesterday, or 2 days ago, I mean. Was the
So,
last
yeah, it will be
respectable
longer before our team is respectable because you got to wait months before next season.
performance. Hopefully next year we're going to the Super Bowl.
No. What if everyone's talking all this shit about Balky and whatever? Say he sticks with Bob or Bevel. What if we go out there, we get Christian Kirk, we get Brandon Scherf, you're like, okay, maybe we're wrong. Then you go out there, you draft, boom, Aiden Hutchinson won. Bang, you're like, oh, okay. Boom, trade up Chris Olave. Woo! What? What are we doing? Never gonna happen. But what
George
if?
Pickens. George Pickens, bro.
No, trade up for Olave.
Nah, Jameson in the second, bro.
Nah, trade up for Olave. Let me get that silky smooth route runner.
Good Lord. But yeah.
Saying, man. Just saying. Well, he could pull a fast one on us. Maybe he learned something. Doubt it.
He drafted really well, but his free agency class was a pack of mid. Oh, we never talked about free agency.
Because he doesn't like to spend money, bro.
Let's do a quick rundown on free agency. Shaquille Griffin.
Okay, Shaquille Griffin, I say I would call that so far a hit because, I mean, he played pretty well. He didn't get any picks.
I'm going to say a hit. I think
RH is good. RH is good.
Then you got a bunch of other bums.
Shawn was a bust. I liked him a lot. I thought he was going to be really good. I just don't know if they played him right, man. It's hard to tell.
Malcolm Brown, I'll give him a mid.
We can get out of the Shawn deal if we designate him as a post-June 1st cut, and we will get back $1 million. Just saying.
You could also make an injury agreement with him and get him out of here.
Injury settlement?
Settlement, thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, you could. I would think about it.
Grade the free agency as a whole. We've already gone over in a different podcast. Give it.
Are we including the bringing back of Smoot and Gotsis in this, or are we talking new additions only?
New additions only.
New additions, I'd probably give it a C-.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Because Shawn blew, Manhurts blew, Hyde awful. Who am I forgetting? We already did, and the other guys were good. Griffin was good. RH was good. Anybody else good? Oh, Damian Wilson was good. I think good enough for what you're paying. For what you're paid, Damian Wilson, he was good.
Damian Wilson, he's sucked in coverage, but he's been a good run defender, man.
I don't really want to count in-season additions like Laquan Treadwell, Tavon Austin. I mean, they weren't really a part of that, like free agency group. They were like later on.
They were just like during training camp that we
Yeah.
signed because guys were getting.
I would give a C- probably is where I would go.
Yeah, I'll go C minus.
D plus, C minus. That's where I'm going. Could have been a lot better because all the money you spent. If you want to factor in how much money we had to spend and we didn't spend it, it's an F.
Jeez. Yeah, we got to spend more money next year, man.
All of it. Spend it all. Fuck it. I'm tired of having, we got the most cap left. I can tell. Team sucks.
Value, Shawn. Value.
I hate people say that. We got the most cap going into the next season. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, yeah, I can fucking see that because the team out there looks like a bunch of fucking middle schoolers playing against college kids. It sucks. I hate it. Yeah, put the clown nose on. That's where we're at. Sorry. There's your weekly Shawn rant.
All right, question number 2, also from Patrick. Who do you retain for next season from the current squad/practice squad? And what positions does this mean we most need to target in free agency / the draft? That is a big question.
Are you saying the roster as a whole?
I'll just give you a couple names because that is a topic for another
day. Let's do this. Who is a building block on the offense? Trevor. Walker Little. James Robinson. Dan Arnold.
Travis Etienne, technically.
Dan Arnold, you agree?
Dan Arnold, yes. Well, I'd like Dan Arnold as a tight end too, but
that's a building block.
Okay. Wait, no, I got a way to rephrase this question. Let's do this as if a new team is added to the league. What players are you going to protect in the draft? How many players?
How many can you protect? I don't know.
What's the draft called?
The expansion draft.
How many players can be protected in an expansion draft?
NFL.
$11 players can be.
That's protected. It. On the whole team.
Yep.
Fuck me. Trevor. Josh Allen. Tyson Campbell.
Fun fact: Tony Baselli was not protected, and he was taken by the Texans.
Fun fact: he was also injured. As fuck.
he never played.
He's dying.
He never played it down for Houston.
Yeah, he was injured. Trevor, James, Campbell, Josh Allen, Smoot. Keep it Smoot, probably. You probably don't want him to get stolen from somebody. He's all you got right now besides Josh Allen. This is where it gets hard. Walker Little, I guess. I already say him. I don't know if I did or not. Walker Little. I'm guessing you probably want to keep him around. Travis Etienne, probably. Cisco. Robertson Harris. Gotsis. And I guess maybe Devon Hamilton, maybe.
All right, for me.
I can't think of anybody else.
Trevor Lawrence.
Obviously.
James Robinson.
Uh-huh.
Travis Etienne.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Arnold. Actually, forget Dan Arnold.
I don't know if you have to protect him.
He's a tight end too.
Yeah.
Walker Little. I don't give a shit about any of the receivers.
That's why I didn't say Vinny.
Now we're on to defense because I think I've hit everybody on offense.
At the end I was just finding guys at the end.
Tyson Campbell, Andre Cisco,
Josh Allen. One Smoot probably.
Smoot. Gotsis, I like Gotsis.
Only really ones that are left that you could probably save is Miles Jack, maybe? I didn't even save him.
Yeah, I'm keeping Miles Jack just because maybe he has some trade value.
I didn't even keep him. I forgot about him. Take off my Devon Hamilton and put Jack on there.
Miles Jack, and I got one guy left. Shaquille Griffin.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, I forgot about him, too. Take off, who else did I fucking say? Somebody else and put him on there.
All right, Patrick, there's the sort of answer to your question, because your question's a big one and an answer for another podcast. Question number 3 from Josue. Should we be more concerned about the running back room with our top backs coming off injuries that have a history of ruining running back careers? How should the Jaguars address it? Draft one late, free agency.
Yes and no. Should we be concerned? Sure. You could be concerned. Is it really that big of a fucking deal? Not really. The running backs. Draft one in round 5. Tyler Beatty, Missouri. There, I solved it.
Pretty much.
They're going to get Robinson back. Robinson was over fast to begin with. My only concern is I hope that ETN does not lose speed. From how he sounded in his press conference yesterday, sounds like that's not going to be the case. He's going to be fully recovered, 100% ready to go in training camp.
Medical advancements. The history of injuries is really less of a concern because things are changing. Like,
I would draft a guy in the mid rounds, and I'd also bring back Rock Armstead.
Like look at George Pickens. He tore his ACL in spring, and now he's catching deep balls for Georgia.
5 months. That's all it took. Or he was like ready to run again.
It's a mix of medical advancements and athletes that are just built different.
Bring back Armstead. I would draft a guy in the mid rounds.
Armstead still pissed me off for that interception against the Patriots.
It wasn't the easiest catch in the world, but yeah, I get you.
At least don't tip it straight up. Jesus Christ.
It's how it usually goes, man.
Brick it, toss it down.
He had some good runs yesterday, so I forgive him.
He averaged pretty decent. Let me check.
He had a couple long runs, 20s here, 10 here.
He had 9 attempts for 52 yards, a 5.8 average. He had a 26
and he
run.
had a couple carries where it should have been a loss of 2, and he turned it into either the line of scrimmage or a gain of like 1 or 2.
Dare Agumbawale is terrible. 11 rushes for 30 yards. This dude's vision is worse than friggin' Fournette's was.
Yeah, he's a dumpster. And his hands are sus too. Everybody's like, "Oh, he's a pass down back." I'm like, "No, he sucks. He sucks. He sucks."
He's a special teamer. That's it.
He's Garbo. Bring back Armstead. Draft a running back in the mid rounds. Hassan Haskins, Tyler Beatty, whatever how you pronounce his last name. Brees Hall.
Damian Pierce,
somebody could fill in. It'd be all right. Hassan Haskins, if you're looking for somebody to spell or to be like a James Robinson like compliment, if he gets hurt, be a pretty decent pickup. Right. I'm excited to see him at the Senior Bowl.
Who? Hassan Haskins?
Hassan Haskins, baby.
I'm excited to see Damian Pierce at the Senior Bowl too, baby.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go.
We got
Bowl is stacked, bro. Senior Bowl is stacked.
We got an old lineman going to the Senior Bowl too. Andrew Stuber.
Oh yeah, I watched him. He's aight.
I don't know what position is he, guard or something?
He's right tackle.
Yeah, sure. I don't really follow their O-line that well because
he's aight.
I don't think any of the O-line currently on this year's team, even though we have the best O-line in college football.
It's because you guys ran the ball so well, so you get the
I don't think that any of them are going to be that anything. I don't think any of them are going to be that great in the pros.
Stuber, he's a good run blocker, but as a pass pro, he's like,
yeah.
I'd say I'd probably have him around the 4th or 5th round, maybe.
Maybe he could replace Jawan Taylor.
Offensive line in this draft, Loki stinks after a certain point.
Yeah. Oh well.
What do you do with that number 1 overall pick? We trading it back, or do you see a true number 1 overall this year? What would
no one is going to trade up for it.
Pretty much. What would the haul possibly look like for a number 1 this year with current draft class? This is from
not
Ronnie.
very good. I don't think the return will be very good if you get offered something. However, I saw that NFL insider fake dude who was like, Jaguars are going to try to trade James Robinson in the 1 for something. Hey man, if they could lob Robinson in a 1 for, I don't know, the Eagles first rounders, shoo, I'd probably do that.
Why?
Just saying. I know, and I like James Robinson. People are gonna be like, "Oh, you're a fucking James Robinson hater." No, I like him. He's a good running back. He's just not very fast, man. And then sometimes he hits the hole. And I'm like, bro, if he just had another gear, he would house it. But he just doesn't do that. I don't think he's ever gonna be elite. I think he'll just be very good. He's got elite traits, elite vision, yes. Hands, sus. He's carrying. He didn't have very many fumbles till this year. He had a couple, right? 2?
He had 2.
2 or 3. Yeah. So I'm not really too worried about his carrying. It's just he's elite vision. That's all he's got, really. That's all he's got going for him.
He's got good acceleration. Just
the top end is not there, dude. He gets caught. There's plays where I see him hit the hole, and I'm like, dude, if that was ETN in that hole, he's probably gone. But I mean, I love him. He's been he's an undrafted free agent guy. Worked his ass off. Got to be a starting running back in the NFL. However, if someone wanted to offer us 2 first-rounders and some change for number 1 in him, I'd do it probably. Would you not do it?
I guess maybe.
I mean, you get ETN and you draft another guy and you bring back Armstead. That's probably a good enough running back group, to be honest. Draft somebody in the mid-rounds.
Damian Pierce.
There you go. Damian Pierce averages like 8 yards to carry, man.
He just never got the damn ball. Oh, wow. He'd fit perfectly here.
Right? Makes no sense. But yeah. What was the other part of his question?
What
is there somebody? Is there a true number 1?
What would you do?
I would be happy with any of Hutchinson, Thibodeau, Neal at 1. Other than that, don't talk to me. And if you say Hutchinson stinks, you don't know ball. You can suck this big white because Hutchinson is the shit. I'm tired of everybody. Hutchinson is the shit, and I'm sick of everybody's bad mouthing him. It's annoying. It's unjust. It's false. It's falsehoods. I don't appreciate lies being told on the timeline.
He actually played pretty good versus Georgia.
No, man, he stinks. There's one clip of him getting pushed back by a big fat ass left tackle.
He's not even a left tackle. He's a guard.
I think he's gonna be a tackle in the league, bro.
I think he projects better as a guard, but
I don't know. Dude's holding his own, man. Only gave up what, 1 sack all year?
when I watch the tape, he looks like a guard playing left tackle.
Because he's huge, but I'm saying, dude, the dude's pretty quick. Got pretty quick feet. He's only twice.
I know, but I just think he projects better as a guard.
Okay, well, I guess we'll see. You give up one
We
sack.
got Mickey Mouse over here.
It's what you sound like, bro. Mickey Mouse Championship, Georgia, right? And what you said?
Georgia with that Mickey Mouse championship.
All I'm saying, that dude held Will Anderson in check pretty much. Only gave it 1 sack all season. Played with Will Anderson twice, and he played Hutchinson. He's probably pretty good. That's all I'm saying. And fuck you. Anyway, any more questions? Or was that the last one?
This is Shawn saying that guy's going to be a left tackle in the league.
Think so? Pete Prisco thinks so too.
What, he was talking about Salyer?
Yeah.
He could be a left tackle in the league.
Oh, okay. Now Prisco said it. Oh,
I think he's a better guard.
Prisco said it. Oh, he could be. Yeah,
Prisco.
Fuck you. Prisco's my dad, bro.
What?
We all think the same. We think the same. He's my dad. I wish Prisco's my dad. I'd be rich. I'm talking about. My dad sucks.
Dang.
He doesn't watch this.
I don't even got a dad, bro.
Your dad sucks too. You wish Prisco was your dad. He's rich. He's rich. He lives in Miami.
Sheesh. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the podcast. The season is over, so I don't know if we're doing weekly podcasts, but we will figure something out. But it's almost the dead period.
Almost. We got Senior Bowl coming up. Combine.
Yeah, we're becoming the draft chat. We're
honestly the dead period is getting kind of small. It's like July.
We're relabeling to the draft chat till April.
Yeah, we got Senior Bowl coming up. You got Combine. Maybe after that, and then we got
the Jags head coach hired to talk about too.
Yeah, and then you got the league year. Well, new league year will start in March. And then you got the draft. Agency? That's new league year.
I know, new league year free agency. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. That starts in March. Then you have the draft in April, and then after that, it's pretty much a dead zone.
Yeah.
Ready to see what statement that bitch ass Shad Khan puts out?
Who knows?
Sorry, Shad Khan.
Shahid Khan.
I'm ready to see what he wants to say. We decided that Trent Baalke was pretty good for our team. Shut up! I want to hear it.
He said he wouldn't put a statement out until the end of the season. The season has ended. Where you at, Shahid?
He's not gonna put a statement out. Hopefully he fires that dude, man. Please God, fire him. Okay.
If we fire Baalke, I'm going to go to the store, buy her the little confetti things, and fire him off.
If we fire Baalke, I'll shave my mustache. Just a mustache.
Wow. So you'll go beard, no stash.
Yep.
I.
Well, that's what I can give you.
Either way, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys whenever we're back. Maybe next week, maybe not. Either way, hope you guys
We'll see.
enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, do all that stuff, and we will see you guys next time. Peace.